following video showcases the views and opinions of young adults from the age group of 9 to 18 years. This is an attempt to get students to speak about issues that are close to their heart. Watch and get a glimpse of what the future of India is thinking and where is India's youth headed. Viewers are requested to consider the student's age before judging and voting.
From the age of 4, I was told to be curious, but then I didn't know what it all meant. In this video, you will encounter all the experiences which you had experienced when you were a small kid. So, let's begin. When I was a kid, whenever it used to rain, little puddles used to form, and maybe I was 4 years old, I wanted to go and jump in those puddles. It was all fascinating. It was the whole world of possibility. You could go, you could jump into these puddles, you could put boats into them, you could do whatever you want. But my granny didn't allow me to do that. She said that these puddles are very, very deep, that if I put my finger into them, I will sink down. And sort of phobia to me, whenever I used to look at those puddles, I used to think, oh my God, they are really, really deep. And I had questions like these puddles come and once they dry up, what remained was flat land. Whenever water comes, how do these puddles become really deep? And I had questions, how, when, where, how does? And one day I asked my mother, Mother, Granny is saying that if I put my finger into these puddles, I will sink down. Is that true? You know what my mother replied was the most fascinating thing you will like. But before I tell you, let me introduce myself. My name is Suraj Yeola and I am studying in 9th standard. So till now you might have guessed what my topic is, isn't it? It's nothing but curiosity. The thing which led to n number of discoveries and inventions, but it's now getting vanished from the youth generation. Now you would ask how? Yes, it's true. It's getting vanished from the youth generation. Nowadays, students are getting addicted towards mobile phones, video games, social media, TV and all those things. These all reasons are diverting attention of students. And because of these reasons, they are losing their ability to ask questions and this is not a good sign. So, are you all curious to know my topic on curiosity? I was a bright student. I loved solving puzzles and I really enjoyed learning. When I began to enjoy learning, I started applying it even more. One thing related to curiosity is the fear of students asking questions in the classroom. I had gone through such thing myself. When maybe I was in 7th standard and I had many doubts, but I could not ask them to my class teacher or to my teacher because I had the fear that other classmates would laugh on my doubts. This is the problem which is faced by most of the children nowadays. They fear that if they ask doubts in their classroom, other students will laugh on his or her doubts. So this should be avoided. This is my advice to you all. Then the other thing which is, now I will come back to the topic, I will come back to my story which I left unfinished purposely so that you all can be curious to know what happens next. My mother replied that these puddles are connected to drainage and that drainage ends up in a sewer. And if I put my finger into these puddles, I will go into this, sink into these drainage and I will end up in a sewer. What in the world? I don't know why adults have the sadistic pleasure in life of lying to children and really screwing up their lives. And I spent years to understand how could this be possible, and then I realized, oh, that is what it was, and you know what it was. So basically what I mean to say is, when we are kids, we have spirit of abundant questioning and we don't care. We question everything and the more we begin to do that, the more curious we become. I am a very talkative person. With whom I talk, I just keep on asking insane questions. And such type of people are either marginalized or are forced to stop talking. And let me tell you this, that such type of people, I mean talkative people, are more knowledgeable and if a person is more knowledgeable, he or she becomes more smarter. Now I understood what curiosity, I realized the importance of curiosity. Now whenever I enter my classroom, I always think how much more I can learn today, how many more questions I can ask, thereby making my teacher think, oh, I don't want to go into this class. I don't know what they're gonna ask me, what all questions they would ask me. This is the reaction of teachers, and I want this dream to become true with all the students, that they would ask insane questions in the classrooms. This will enhance their curiosity. So let's begin to unleash our curiosity. Let it flow. Let it run like a wildfire. Let's see what happens next. Let's see how much more we can learn today. Thank you, and be curious for everything.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. This video is brought to you by Suyojit Viridian Valleys.